The medieval era has always fired my imagination.
A world of legend, knights and castles, a time of jousts and heroic battles. But it was also a time of building, a time of change, and a time of innovation.
My name is Mike Loads, and I've spent my life trying to understand the past by experiencing it.
I'm an historian who believes that when you get your hands on the past, you discover what a surprising place it was. A world with familiar challenges, but very different solutions.
I'm going on a journey to explore the medieval world.
A world that spanned 1,000 years, from the fall of the Roman Empire to the Renaissance.
Fly! I want to get as close as possible to the everyday lives of ordinary people.
And to take part in the pursuits of the nobility.
I'm going to experience what it was like to live in this fascinating period of our history. Some of it will be everyday details. Some of it will be spectacular.
It will all be 100% authentic.
Clear!
I'm going medieval. I'm focusing on the 1200s and 1300s, which for me is the high point of the period. And I'm starting with a classic image, the castle. Early castles were weapons of intimidation and attack. They weren't just about defense, and they weren't made of stone.
The first castles were like this, on high mounds with wooden towers surrounded by a wooden palisade fence. In fact, they were very like the American forts of the 1800s. And that's what they were. They were cavalry forts. And they came into being about 1,000 years ago with a new type of warrior, the knight, a horse-born warrior who rode a proud, spirited war horse. And war horses need feed, they needed shelter, they needed veterinary care, they needed a base. And these bases were aircraft carriers for horses.
You deploy your fleet of wooden castles deep into enemy territory.
As you pushed ever forward into lands of conquest. And from here, I can control the land for 10, 15 miles, the land that I can send a patrol out and get back before nightfall.
But who were these knights? The popular romantic image is of the knight in shining armor who spends his time jousting and wooing ladies. There is some truth in that, but first and foremost, a knight was a soldier.
The cult of knighthood was centered and founded on the elite horse-born warrior. First weapon of attack was the lance. Knights were shock troops, smashing their way to victory with the impact charge.
But knights, especially in England, fought as often on foot as they did on horse. A group of my friends, all experts in a range of historical skills, are going medieval with me to help me uncover the reality of the medieval world.